What's going on, guys? I thought I'd make a video of some of the film cameras that I have. I don't have a lot. I might have one other one somewhere else. Um, I used to have one of these. It was the John Glenn camera, supposedly, if you believe that. But anyway, um, I forget which brand it was, a Nesco or something. Anyway, I had one of those. One of those weird Mumaya or Maya something cameras. Kind of look like an early Minolta. Um, they had like a threaded lens. So we have these ones here. The Comper Rapid Baldax AGFA. One of these is probably from the 30s, and I don't know the other one. I recently picked up the Nicomat EL, which I believe is purely mechanical, and I've been kind of testing it out to try and see if it's working correctly. I don't like cameras that take batteries for the most part. And I've got the 50 millimeter prime lens for this. It's got the, I don't know what we call this, AI, automatic indexing maybe. But it's got that little tab there. And then this is probably not a lens that goes with this camera because it doesn't have that tab. But it does fit it. And I really don't like these kind of lenses where they slide so easily. But this is a Nikon zoom 70 to 210. So we get that. Let's see here. I did the Minolta 7000 Maxim. It takes, I think, regular batteries actually. I've run across a few Minoltas that were, they take weird batteries, and then like a lot of them, the display would be cooked. There'd be blacking on the display. This one here is about as close as you're going to get to a modern film camera, from what I understand. It has a lot of functions. It's computer driven to a degree, I guess. I mean, there's like a little processor probably in it somewhere. I don't know. Not exactly sure. But I don't know what that port covers up. I'm afraid to pull on anything on any of these cameras here, but that looks like a little possible thing here. You get the auto focus and manual focus switch you can change here. This also interchanges with the Sony A-mount stuff. So let me see something here. A lot of their stuff, the rubber turns white. I try to figure out a way to get rid of that. I've got another one of these lenses, but it doesn't really work that good. These are 49 millimeter. I don't know if the other one actually says maximum AF 50 millimeter. It's funny how the prime lenses are like really common back then, and then now like you wouldn't get a prime lens with a camera when you bought it. But then that was like considered, I think, their kit lens. Also, I have the Canon Rebel 2000, which is a film camera that can run modern Canon, what do they call it, EF mount. So this is a Japanese-made lens, a 35 to 70 millimeter lens. Probably pretty good all-around lens. I don't remember what kind of batteries this one takes, but of course they had to use something stupid, so it's not real common. I don't like it when they do that. Let me go see if I can have got the other lens over here. I was pretty sure I was just looking at it earlier. And it was kind of stuck. We got this case for the Minolta for their flash. Getting tired. The other lens, where did it go? There it is right there. Alright, let's see what this one says on it. This one's got a filter on it. Oh, this is not... this is a 28 millimeter. Different lens. Cool. I thought it was another 50 millimeter prime, but it's not. I do have another 50 millimeter prime. But it's in my Sony stuff. So... yeah, this one doesn't want to spin very easily. I tried to lube it up there. So, I guess it'd be pretty close up stuff, I'm thinking. 28 millimeter prime. Anyway, now, this Canon Rebel would be kind of hard to use with the crop lenses. Let's see, what does it say here? It takes the CR2 3-volt batteries. So it's a very simple DSLR like type of camera. Bought it for $5. It's got some film in it too. Most of these cameras I have film in them. Would be kind of neat to develop some film if it didn't cost so much. See what's on it. You never know. You might not want to know. But anyway, I want to start taking some film pictures. I'd probably start with the Minolta or the Nicomat for taking pictures. This one, because it doesn't require battery, fully manual. This one here is what I've heard is a really good camera for like people that are familiar with DSLR cameras but want to go back to film. I don't know about the Nicomat though, because all I have is a 50 millimeter prime lens, and it doesn't really do much for me. I could take some pictures of my kids and stuff like that, and probably get some pretty good pictures. But and then these would be kind of interesting if I could figure out if they work or not. I think they do. I mean, you can literally go like this. Maybe not this one. Watch. If I can squeeze it. I didn't see it move. So this one here, I'm not really 100% sure how it works, because if you advance this, it just keeps turning. So it must be that the other part where the film would be would have to click. But you bring that over there, you can adjust this. So that would be like, over there is bulb. So you watch our shutter. Isn't that cool? And then we have this other little lever down here. I don't know if this is the f-stop or what it is, but it's pretty damn cool if you ask me. So these should be 128 millimeter film format. We'll move it over to 25. Really cool. As I understand, there are places that will develop this film. So, I don't know. I like the older stuff versus this kind of stuff with the plasticky-ness. I mean, because they see how it's like, you know, rubbery plastic, just not looking good on that. I really should have bought that damn Pentax camera. And then another one was Canon AE1. I didn't buy that, which was a mistake probably too. Those are like two classic cameras that I could have bought to collect. If I could find enough of these on a regular basis, I'd probably start selling them on eBay. But usually, a lot of times, the prices are not super good on these. It just depends. Like I bought this one for $5. I think I bought this one with a couple lenses and a bag for $19. This was like $12, and these were a guy gave me these, but they were same. It came from the same place for about $8. And then like recently, I bought the Nikon D5000, and it was $29. So a lot of times they just put $29 on everything, and sometimes you'll find 5 or 6 cameras at once that they put out, and they're just thrown into a bin, so you know they could get damaged and all that good stuff. But a lot of these are just, you know, you can't, you're not gonna be able to get enough of these for cheap enough on a regular basis to make a living selling them. So usually what I do is I give them to somebody else if I don't want to keep them, and let them try and, you know, sell them and make money. And that's kind of why the guy gave me the other ones for free, because I handpick certain ones. I know more about most of these than most of the people that sell them. So like I told the one guy, I was like, look, I've got this camera. It's a Canon AE1. It's from the 1984 Olympics. This camera will sell. Are you sure? Yeah, look it up. Oh yeah, you might be right. And then he sold it for good money. So, you know, I just don't like dealing with eBay. I don't want to pay their fees. I don't want to deal with the people on eBay. I don't want to deal with returns. I don't want to deal with part swappers. So, but if I could sell them locally, then I would do it. But eBay, no, I'm not doing it. It's just not worth it to me. But I have a bunch of cameras a while ago. Like I said, they were older, and I just gave them to my friend Mike. I don't know what he'd do with them, but he's given me other stuff in the past before. So anyway, I'm getting tired here, so I just on the camera kick for now. We're done with bikes for a while. I keep checking for bike parts. I've been tuning up bikes in the backyard and riding in circles. So now I would really love to get set up and take some film pictures. Find a place that I can afford to develop a 36 exposure roll. I need to go on Amazon and look and see in other places and see where can I get the cheapest film. There's a good chance I'm going to take a roll of film. I'm going to freaking screw up every shot. You know, that's another thing too. So it's an expensive venture nowadays. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.